Love does not require suffering. I thought, again, for my relationships, my friendships, my romantic relationships, that in order to be loved, I had to suffer. There had to be a part of me that had to be given up or abused in order to get affection, approval, love, support, all these things. But really, love does not require you to suffer first. Love does not require you to bend yourself in half or to break yourself. Love does not require breaking. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I thought that being someone's punching bag was helping them. That in order to help them, I had to be around for their abuse, or I had to walk them through, the things that hurt them in their trauma. When really it's like, no, I can love people from a distance. But if they are unhealthy or harmful to me, it's okay to walk away, because love does not require suffering. You do not have to suffer to be loved. And I hate the struggle love, narrative. I hate it. This idea that Black women specifically have to stay around and be ride or die or suffer long in order to get love in return, when it's like, no, you're worthy of love, period. You're worthy of safety. You're worthy of support. You're worthy of protection. You're worthy of provision. You're worthy of all of that. And it should not require you, breaking yourself in half to get those things. Because at that point, it's not worth it. It's not love. It's abuse. It's abuse. And I was caught in these abusive cycles of people being nice and kind to me, then breaking me again, being nice and kind to me. And it was easy for them to manipulate me because I was already broken. Once they had broken me, they had me. You know what I'm saying? But I wish I had someone around me to say, don't let these people break you. Don't let these people break you. They do not deserve you. And you don't deserve to be anyone's punching bag. And even in that bitterness that I felt about being people's punching bag, I thought that God was putting me up to it, that he required me to break myself and to suffer. But I realized that God is not a God that puts you in suffering just for suffering's sake. Like, that's not him. That's people. That's man. And yes, church folks have hurt me. Church folks or church-like folks, church groups that I was a part of, Christian groups that I was a part of, really traumatized me in that, because they made it seem like suffering was holy. Suffering was the good thing to do, and that this is what God required, that God required for people to use and abuse me in order to benefit them. And if they were benefiting from my life, and even if it came to my detriment, that God was honored in that. And he's not. That is not honoring. That is abuse. That is not okay. That is not what God requires. And once I realized that truth, I was set free. I was set free, and my relationship with God got better, because I was no longer putting myself in positions or allowing people to use me. Nah. God don't want you to be abused or used. He wants you to be loved. That's it. Loved.